Hello YouTube, Ether here, back with another kicking action figure review. Yeah, today's review is super dope. Figure I've had for quite a long time actually. I got him for 50 bucks, which is a steal. Good luck getting him for that now. But it is the Tamashii Nations Ultra Act Ultraman Belial. Yeah, a character that I really like. He's pure evil, just a pure evil Ultra. Fought Ultraman Zero several times and stuff. Very, very cool. Man, he's beautiful. He's just a really beautiful figure. Glad I got the Ultra Act because I'm not crazy about the regular Bandai one. Definitely don't like the Spark doll. And this was the best one on the market. So I'm glad I could get my hands on him for a reasonable price. I would like the Ultra Act Kaiser Belial, but I would also take Bandai Standard Vinyl Kaiser Belial too. They're both expensive though, but I really want a Kaiser Belial. I do have an Arch Belial on the way in the mail though, so that's coming soon. Anyways, enough rambling. Here we have our beautiful Ultra Act Ultraman Belial, who I love and treasure. I mean, I adore this figure. He's been in my glass display, which is, you know, where I put all my fancier figures. And he's very cool. First, let's zoom out so we can take a look at the box. Take a look at the box. Is it a box? So yeah, Ultra Act, Ultraman Belial, kind of got this slash of Belial window to view him. There's Belial right there, picture of the figure, very cool. Really love this guy. Oh man, he's like different poses and stuff with his different accessories. Looking very dope. So cool. There he is standing there. Ultraman Belial here, there he is jumping. I mean, this figure is incredible. Oh my gosh. Side of the box there, Ultra Act on top, legal stuff on the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful box for a beautiful figure. Oh, Ultraman Belial. Just a beautiful figure. We're going to start off with accessories, not counting interchangeable hands. Well, counting interchangeable hands. The hands affect other parts of the review, as you'll come to see. But you know, you can't pull this right out of hands. This is his battle geyser that he uses to contain and control monsters, which is very well detailed. I really, really like it. And then you can just pop the ends off and slide it out of the hand. Like that. Very, very nice. He can be quite terrifying without it. Rah! Now here's Belial with the other battle geyser parts. Here he is firing a blast out of the end of his battle geyser. It just kind of slips over, as you can see, and then fires out that end. Nice little piece. And there's also an interchangeable battle geyser part that kind of looks like it's been heated from firing it, which is a very nice touch. They didn't have to do that, but looks good. It looks good. And here's this really other cool effect that makes it look like he's swiping like whoosh, real fast with the energy, and you see the energy just kind of flows off the end. It looks really nice. It's got this kind of orange streak here. It's very good. These are some nice effects on this guy. I really, really love them. And there's also a collapsed version of the Battle Geyser. And as you can see, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Battle Geyser. I don't think it's Battleizer. I'm pretty sure Battleizer is Power Rangers. Battle Geyser, I think, is correct. But it is a collapsed version, as you can see, so you can just kind of hold it like that. All you really do is take those ends and put it on a shorter version of this rod, so it just looks like this, but shorter. And then you got that going on. I just display them with the big rod, usually just normal big rod, though. Ultra Act Belial also has interchangeable hands, but I'm going to get to them during articulation since they are incorporated into it. Yeah, so he has a lot of articulation. You can see that movement in the neck, and then the neck can look all around as well. So he can look down very far, he can look straight ahead because he's got that hunch, so he can't really look up. But that's really no big deal at all, honestly. He's got articulation in the mouth, which is super awesome actually, because his mouth kind of like flaps about as the suit moves. So that's cool. You know, lots of good articulation in the arm. Mine hasn't been articulated in a while, so he's a little stiff. Up and down, you know, you got that rotation there. He's going to get loosened soon. You got a bicep swivel, double bend on the elbow, and then you've got kind of like the movement on the wrist that they all got, in and out and the roundabout. And then one of the interchangeable hands is a holding hand. You got a holding hand for each side, and as I said, you got to slide the rod through and then put the other end on, so it holds them real snug. And then the other hand is this hand. You also have one of these for each side, and they're articulated hands. You have an articulated thumb, as you can see, and then 2 fingers at a time articulate otherwise. So that's really cool, because he has these big hands, so you have the option to have articulated hands, which is incredible. I love articulated fingers on figures. And my Ultraman Belial's a little cockeyed for some reason. He's got a great ab crunch, and you know, lots of movement around there, movement in the waist here. He kind of pops off if I'm moving a little too much, so I got to press him down every once in a while. But other than that, you know, he's fine. And then, you know, you got that kind of leg joint that comes down that you can move all around, forward and back, and in and out, and etc. You got a double knee bend right there, bends all the way back. And then you have lots of good movement on the feet. Not the best foot articulation I've seen on these Tamashii Nations figures, honestly. I believe him to be one of the earlier ones. But he can, you know, move about, you know, side to side and everything. And he does have a little, you know, little toe articulation there. So, yeah, all in all, articulation is incredible. Accessories are incredible. And as you can see also, detail and paint are absolutely incredible. He's got all these little lines and textures covering the body. It's got a nice fin here. The paint's all really clean. All the body parts are really well defined, red and black and etc. The hands are great. They're just really nice. He's got his purple little counter there. Just really nice. The head is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Look at those eyes. Oh, there's a tiny little paint on this eye. I never noticed that before. But other than that, you know, really superb. Just a fantastic figure. His teeth in there, that's creepy. That's just creepy. But really great. One of the more unique Ultra Act figures for sure. Lots of Ultra Act figures feel the same to me, which is why I don't have a lot of them. Sure, they're the best Ultraman figures on the market, but at the same time, most Ultramen look the same, for the most part. Most Ultramen are just defined by the head, mostly. Some look exactly the same, but with dots on them. Like, to me, honestly, it's not worth owning a ton of Ultra Acts unless they look really unique. Like some of the more unique Ultras, like Ultraman Max and Ultraman Belial, I have as Ultra Acts. And maybe some characters like Glenfire and Mirror Knight, who aren't Ultras, I have their Ultra Acts. But do I have every single Ultraman N.E.C.A? No. Those are some of the cheaper ones, so I actually should get an Ultraman N.E.C.A. That was a bad example. But you get what I'm saying. An original Ultraman would be nice too, but I already have one of those in regular form. Bandai Ultra Hero series. Okay, this guy's great. Now size comparison. Now here's Ultraman Belial with some other Ultraman figures. Here on the left we have the Ultra Hero series Ultraman N.E.C.A, and here on the right the Ultra Act Ultraman Max. So yeah, as you can see, I kind of do have him squatted down. That's because Ultraman Belial doesn't always stand erect and stuff. That's one of the reasons I like this figure so much, is because I can get him crouching and stuff like Ultraman Belial often is. At least, you know, the times I remember seeing him. I believe I've seen every appearance, unless there's a recent one I don't know about in Ultraman N.E.C.A or something like that. I really haven't watched much Ultraman stuff since all the Zero stuff. I might have watched a little after, but... So maybe Victory or N.E.C.A or someone had a Belial appearance. I haven't seen that yet. But otherwise, I've seen all the Belial appearances. And I don't really have much memory of him standing erect. I remember him being crouched when he's in this form. So I'm going to go with crouched. But if I do stand him erect, he is about actually the same height as his Ultraman, because their legs and stuff are mostly the same, you know? But yeah, perfect scaling, I think. I think he scales well with these Ultras, you know. Ultraman N.E.C.A over here, all calm. Ultraman Max over here, all fab. But I think he scales great with them. Now here's Ultraman Belial next to some SH Monster Arts figures, which are really good figures to put him with in my opinion. Here on the left we have Burning Godzilla, well, same sculpt as Rebirth Godzilla. And here on the right, Gamera 2 Gamera. Yeah, some of my favorite Monster Arts here. Gamera's one of my favorite figures, period. Really love all of these figures. These articulated kaiju figures are just incredible. But yeah, as you can see, he scales really well with these, honestly. I think that these look great together. Now here's Ultraman Belial with some NECA figures. Here on the left we have the Hong Kong Brawl Gypsy Danger. And honestly, I don't like how they look together. Normally I'm like, oh, I think my Ultras are fine with my Pacific Rim stuff, because if humans made these robots to combat these type of things, then they'd make them bigger than the Ultras. Yeah, but this is Ultraman Belial, who's often crouched and stuff, and he just doesn't look as threatening with this Gypsy Danger. It just doesn't seem to fit to me. I don't know, I guess it's a double standard. I'm just going to let you guys decide how you like that, but I'm sure most of you are going to say, no, Gypsy's too big. But here on the right, we have NECA's 1994 Godzilla, and it seems to me that NECA Godzilla is scaled just as well as the Monster Arts. So this, your Burning Godzilla, 85, 2014, 54 even, are probably all going to look really great. And lastly, here is Ultraman Belial with some softer, cheaper kaiju figures. Soft as in vinyl. Soft vinyl. Here on the left, we have EX Gomera and Ultra Monster. And here on the right, the Fusion Mechagodzilla from Bandai Creations. So a Japanese figure on the left, American figure on the right. And I think he scales fine with them also. I think this Ultraman Belial just looks great with your standard 6-inch scale kaiju. Honestly, he looks great with all these guys. So what are my final thoughts on the Ultra Act Ultraman Belial from Tamashii Nations Bandai? Well, I'm very, very happy I got a chance to get this figure. If I didn't, I'd probably be stuck with the regular Bandai one, which would be fine. I mean, I still wouldn't mind owning that figure. I just really prefer an articulated one, because there's so much you can do with Belial. He's just such a cool character. I mean, he's just pure evil, and he's wonderful at it. I mean, some of the stuff he's done doesn't really make sense, but he's a really cool character in my opinion. I really love him. One of my favorite Ultra designs, one of my favorite Ultramen. I really, really love him. That red and black looks wonderful. Those eyes, that mouth, those claws. Great. Articulation, great. Accessories, great. Scaling, great. Detail and paint, great. I mean, the only thing with scaling is, it works perfect with 6 inches, which is what he's supposed to. But I feel like I should mention I didn't show Pacific Rim Kaiju, just because, they're kind of difficult to put on the shelf at the moment because a bunch of stuff's piled up in my building here right now. I got like a bunch of furniture and stuff from my grandparents' estate, so I can't really get to them right now. For one thing, this Gypsy Danger was set aside so I could use them for reviews. And also, there's the matter of the Ultra 500 series. He's not going to work with Spark dolls, so the Ultra 500 series would be too small for this guy. There is an Ultra 500 series Belial if you want it, but I don't think he comes with anything, and he stands like erect, I believe, and I don't know. Ask the Slender Spartan about it. I think he has one, so maybe he's done a review on it. I don't really know, honestly. Turns out I don't watch a lot of reviews. I just make a lot of them. But yeah, really cool character, really cool figure. I'm just gonna have to give him 5 out of 5 stars. 5 out of 5. I really love him. Sometimes that joint in the waist kind of pops out, but that might just be mine for all I know. Like, I haven't heard any other complaints of that nature about this guy. I believe I did watch one of the review of this guy a while back when I got him, and I don't remember that being a complaint. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, really great figure. I think I should take him to my apartment so I can display him there. He's a really nice figure. I really do love this guy. But, yeah. That's it, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, all that jazz. Several other YouTube channels of ours. There's more action figure stuff on the other channels also. You got Super Friends benefits, which has a few older action figure reviews and stuff on it, like collection updates and stuff. But most of the collection updates are on the B3 Productions channel now. Super Friends Benefits is more like gaming and some silly stuff, vlogs sometimes. And there's this channel, obviously, and the Slender Happening, which is like a horror drama suspense thing. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.